I found peace when she left me. Never thought I'd say that. I found peace when she left me. Never thought I'd say that. Back when every empty room echoed with your name. Back when every midnight drive ended in the same pain. I thought healing meant replacing everything we used to be. Turns out healing was remembering without losing me. The city still shines the same outside this window tonight, but something changed inside me and finally made it right. I stopped fighting reality, stopped arguing with the past, and the moment I accepted it, the weight didn't last. The hardest part wasn't losing you. The hardest part was finding me again. I found peace where she left me, right in the middle of the pain. I found strength where she broke me, in sunlight after rain. I found peace where she left me, that's the part nobody sees. Sometimes what feels like the ending is where your freedom begins. Ooh, freedom begins. Yeah. Freedom begins. Yeah. Everybody wants closure, nobody wants patience. Everybody wants answers, nobody wants transformation. I spent too many nights looking for meaning in the loss. Then I realized the lesson was becoming my own boss. Now my focus feels cleaner, my standards sit higher, my future feels brighter, and my purpose burns like fire. Not because I forgot you, because I finally remember myself. There's a difference. Sometimes life removes people to return you to yourself. I found peace where she left me, right in the middle of the pain. I found strength where she broke me, in sunlight after rain. I found peace where she left me, that's the part nobody sees. Sometimes what feels like the ending is where your freedom begins. Maybe the loss was the gift, maybe the wound was the teacher. Maybe the silence was preparing me for a better future. Maybe every closed door was protecting something greater than I could understand. No resentment, no blame, no unfinished business, just gratitude for the growth hidden in left when I was building. Now you see the view. You left when I was building. Now you see the view. Back when all I had were dreams and 100 things to prove. You got tired of the process, wanted something easier. To know the man you doubted was becoming something serious. Now the city's underneath me, glass walls and quiet nights. Funny how the same stars shine on both sides of different lives. I don't say that out of spite, I don't say it with resentment. I'm just looking at the distance and respecting why it happens. Sometimes the people who leave become the reason you evolve. Sometimes heartbreak answers questions I never saw. Your goodbye became my upgrade. Your absence became my focus. Every night I thought I'd lose it. Made me stronger than I noticed. Now I'm standing where I pray to be, with a clearer state of mind. Her loss, my upgrade. That's just life sometimes. My upgrade, yeah. That's just life sometimes. I remember all the promises made under city lights, back when we were chasing futures, trying to get everything right. You wanted certainty, I couldn't give it then. I was still becoming the version of me I am. Now success feels quiet, not loud as some people never mention. The higher you climb, the more you value peace and protection. So I stopped explaining myself, stopped trying to be understood. The right people recognize growth, what I need improve. I don't regret the story, even if it didn't last, because every chapter helped me become this man. Your goodbye became my upgrade. Your absence became my focus. Every night I thought I'd lose it. Made me stronger than I noticed. Now I'm standing where I pray to be, with a clearer state of mind. Her loss, my upgrade. That's just life sometimes. My upgrade. Stop looking backwards. The moment I found purpose, I stopped questioning endings. The moment I found meaning, and maybe we were meant forever. Maybe we were meant for growth. Maybe losing each other was how we both move forward. No revenge, no competition, no need to compare life. Just gratitude for every lesson hidden inside goodbye. Your goodbye became my upgrade. Your absence became my focus. Every night I thought I'd lose it. Made me stronger than I noticed. Now I'm standing where I pray to be, with a clearer state of mind. Her love, my upgrade. That's just life sometimes. That's just life sometimes. Ooh, yeah. My upgrade. Ooh, my upgrade. Fade away. night I stopped needing her was the night I found myself. The night I stopped needing her was the night I found myself. Rain falling on the glass, city lights melting into gold. Same skyline, same apartment, different soul. I remember reaching for my phone, then putting it back down for the first time. The silence didn't feel like drowning, it felt like solid ground. Something shifted, something settled, something finally let go. And in that quiet moment I became someone I didn't know. I spent years trying to keep us alive and forgot to keep myself alive. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The way got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me, and that's the kind of freedom nobody else can give or take away. Take away. Take away. Funny how attachment disguises itself as love sometimes. Funny how peace arrives the moment you stop trying. Everybody talks about heartbreak, nobody talks about dependence. Nobody talks about the courage required to break it. Now my mornings belong to me, my focus belongs to me, my future belongs to me, and that's a beautiful thing to see. The city still remembers every version of me, but tonight I'm meeting the one I was supposed to be. Maybe healing begins when need becomes choice, and choice becomes peace. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The way got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me, and that's the kind of freedom nobody else can give up or take away. Maybe the strongest love is the one you give yourself. Maybe the strongest man is the one who's comfortable alone. Maybe what I lost was never meant to stay. Maybe what I found was me. No chasing, no waiting, no hoping she'll return. Just peace, just growth, and lessons finally learned. without us, and I hate that it's true. The view got better without us, and I hate that it's true. I thought I'd lose the color the moment I lost you. Now the skyline looks clean, the air feels easier to breathe. Funny how the thing I feared the most became exactly what I need. Used to leave a light on, waiting for your call. Now I sleep through every night without wondering at all. The city keeps moving, the seasons keep changing, and somehow this heart of mine finally stopped breaking. I won't pretend I never miss you, so memories still hit like rain. But every time I look behind me, I remember why we changed. The view got better without us, the sky got clearer somehow. The noise disappeared, the pressure dissolved, and I can finally hear myself now. The view got better without us, that's the truth I never planned. Sometimes letting go is how you become the person you're meant to be in the end. Without us, without us, yeah. Everybody talks about finding love, nobody talks about finding peace. Nobody tells you the hardest goodbye might be the one that sets you free. I remember the arguments, the circles we repeat, trying to save something that was already incomplete. Now I move with intention, talk with purpose, protect my energy and trust the process. I learned the strongest men don't chase what wants to leave, they simply open the door and let life reveal what it needs. You were a lesson, not a mistake, and that's the difference. People rarely make. The view got better without us, the sky got clearer somehow. The noise disappeared, the pressure dissolved, and I can finally hear myself now. The view got better without us, that's the truth I never planned. Sometimes letting go is how you become the person you're meant to be in the end. Maybe forever was never the goal. Maybe growth was, maybe peace was, maybe the ending hurt because it was necessary. Maybe we were chapters, not the whole story. No blame, no anger, no unfinished conversations, just acceptance in the man who finally trusts the direction. The view got better without us, the sky got clearer somehow. The noise disappeared, the pressure dissolved, and I can finally hear myself now. The view got better without us, that's the truth I never planned. Sometimes letting go is how you become the person you're meant to be in the end. The person you're meant to be in the end. the peace stay. Funny how life works that way. I used to think losing you would leave me with nothing to say. Now the city lights feel different through these floor-to-ceiling windows. No more checking my phone, no more staring at old photos. The air feels lighter, the nights feel clearer. The silence used to scare me, now I hear myself better. I won't lie, there are nights I miss your voice, but every time I look back, I remember why I made that choice. She left, the peace stayed, the pressure left with her name. No more storms inside my chest, no more carrying the weight. She left, the peace stayed. Maybe that's the saddest thing. The day I stopped needing us was the day I started healing. Peace stayed, yeah. Peace stayed. Everybody saw the chemistry, nobody saw the damage. Everybody loved the pictures, nobody knew the habits. Love shouldn't feel like war, love shouldn't feel like survival. If I have to lose myself, then what's the point of the title? Now I move slower, think deeper, speak less, sleep better. Funny how walking away can make a man stronger forever. Sometimes I still wonder what would have happened if we stayed. Then I remember the price we paid. She left, the peace stayed, the pressure left with her name. No more storms inside my chest, no more carrying the weight. She left, the peace stayed. And maybe that's the saddest thing. The day I stopped needing us was the day I started healing. The peace stayed. I used to pray, you come back, now I pray I never go backwards. I used to fear being alone, now I fear losing my growth. Oh, maybe that's maturity, maybe that's wisdom, maybe that's finally understanding the difference between love and attachment. No resentment, no revenge, no unfinished business, just acceptance and a quiet heart, watching the city breathe. She left, the peace stayed, the pressure left with her name. No more storms inside my chest, no more carrying the weight. She left, the peace stayed. And maybe that's the saddest thing. The day I stopped needing us was the day I started healing. The day I stopped needing us. Oh, the day I started healing. Peace stayed. The peace stayed. Fade away. Fade away. I thought losing you was the end, but it was only page one. I thought losing you was the end, but it was only page one. Back when every sunset felt like it belonged to us. Back when every promise sounded stronger than time. Back when I confused attachment with something divine. Now the city glows beneath me, and the silence feels expensive. Funny how the wounds that nearly broke me turned into perspective. I spent months reading old memories, trying to understand the plot. Then one day I realized the story never stopped. You were beautiful, you were important, but you were never everything, and that's the truth. She was a chapter, not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Yeah. Everybody talks about finding love, nobody talks about what comes after. Nobody teaches you how to heal without becoming bitter. I used to replay old conversations like they would somehow change, but growth begins the moment acceptance takes the stage. Now I order dinner for one and somehow enjoy the view, no longer measuring happiness by whether I'm with you. The city keeps moving, the clock keeps turning, and every mile I've traveled feels like something earned. I don't need another ending to validate the pain, I just need to keep moving and stay in my lane. Not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. Turn the page. Turn the page. Maybe we were never meant forever. Maybe forever was never the point. Maybe some people into your life just to help you hear your own voice. Maybe love isn't possession, maybe love is growth, maybe letting go is how some stories stay beautiful. Regret, no resentment, no desire to rewrite history. Just gratitude for every page that helped create this version of me. It was a chapter, not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. No, without losing who I am. She was a chapter, not the book. She was waiting for results while I was becoming one. She was waiting for results while I was becoming one. Back when all I had was vision and the future still undone. You wanted proof in your hands, I only had belief. You wanted certainty, I was learning how to lead. The city felt so far away back when I was on the ground. Now the skyline knows my story. Hey, every light a different chapter now. I remember every sacrifice, every night I almost quit, every moment life was testing whether I was built for this. Most people love the outcome, few people love the process. That's the difference. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. She was counting finished victories, I was building from none. She was waiting for proof, I was learning how to trust. Now the life I once imagined looks back at who I was. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. Becoming one, becoming one, yeah. Becoming one. Funny how success arrives quietly after years of noise. Funny how confidence appears after enough difficult choices. Everybody wants the penthouse, nobody wants the pressure. Everybody loves the finish line, nobody loves the effort. Now my peace feels expensive, my focus feels rare, and every goal I prayed for feels a little closer here. Not because life got easier, because I became stronger. The man I needed finally caught up with the dream. The reward was never the money, the reward was becoming me. She was waiting for results, oh, I was becoming one. She was counting finished victories, I was building from none. She was waiting for proof, I was learning how to trust. Now the life I once imagined looks back at who I was. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. Invisible while it's being built. Maybe the strongest foundations are buried underneath. Maybe belief is staying committed before the world understands. No resentment, no proving, no need for recognition, just discipline and the satisfaction of keeping promises to myself. She's waiting for results, I was becoming one. She was counting finished victories, I was building from none. She was waiting for proof, I was learning how to trust. Now the life I once imagined looks back at who I was. She was waiting for results, Mm. Fade away. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now I watch the city from above. Built the life she couldn't wait for. Now I watch the city from above. Back when all I had were plans and a dream nobody could touch. You wanted results immediately. I was asking for trust. Every late night felt endless. Every setback felt personal. Every closed door felt permanent. Every win felt impossible. But I kept going while the world kept doubting. And every lonely evening became another brick in the foundation. Now these lights below me look like proof of persistence. Not perfection, just resistance. You left before the harvest. You left during the rain, and that's okay. That's okay. I built a life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built a life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice. I built a life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. Night by night. Yeah, night by night. Everybody celebrates success. Nobody celebrates endurance. Nobody posts the lonely nights or the fear behind the courage. I remember sitting in my car wondering if I was enough. Now I sit above the skyline knowing I survived the rough. The money isn't what I'm proud of. The peace is, the freedom is, the discipline is, the fact I stay committed when quitting would have been easier. That's the win. Some people see potential, some people need proof. And by the time proof arrives, they're already gone. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice. Oh, I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. Maybe timing matters more than feelings. Maybe belief matters more than promises. Maybe the right people stay through the process, not just the outcome. No bitterness, no revenge, no need to prove a point, just appreciation for every obstacle that made me stronger. I built a life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. No, the moment I stopped looking in the rear. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Night by night. Yeah. Night by night. chose comfort, I chose greatness. Now we're living different lives. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. Now we're living different lives. Back when we were standing at the same crossroads tonight. You wanted guarantees, I wanted possibility. You wanted something finished, I was still becoming me. And maybe neither one was wrong, maybe we just saw things differently. But every dream worth having comes attached to uncertainty. Now these city lights below me look like stars beneath my feet. Every sacrifice I made finally feels complete. I still wish you well, but I can't pretend I wasn't meant for more than where we ended. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. That's why our rules divide. One of us wanted safety, one of us wanted to fly. She chose comfort, I chose greatness, and the distance tells the truth. Some people choose the shelter, some people choose the view. Everybody loves the outcome, nobody loves the climb. Nobody talks about the pressure of betting on your own life. I slept with uncertainty more nights than I can count. While everybody else was doubting, I was figuring it out. Now success feels quiet, not loud. That's the secret they don't tell. The higher you rise, the more you value peace as well. And every goodbye that hurt me built another layer of strength. Every closed door redirecting my direction. You were part of the journey, but not the destination. And that's something I finally understand. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. That's why our roads divide. One of us wanted safety, one of us wanted to fly. She chose comfort, I chose greatness, and the distance tells the truth. Some people choose the shelter, some people choose the view. Maybe the hardest choice is believing in yourself when the results aren't visible to anyone else. Maybe greatness begins the moment you stop explaining and start building in silence. Silence, silence, silence. No resentment, no revenge, no desire to prove a point. Just gratitude for the pressure that revealed my potential. She chose comfort, I chose greatness. That's why our roads divide. One of us wanted safety, one of us wanted to fly. She chose comfort, I chose greatness, and the distance tells the truth. Some people choose the shelter, some people choose fade away. Midnight hanging off the skyline, city glowing through my window tonight. Everybody sees the champagne, nobody sees what remains. Used to wait for your name on my screen, now the silence feels better to me. Funny how losing somebody can teach you exactly who you need to be. The room is quiet, the view is priceless. Your memory visits, but it doesn't stay. And every night gets a little easier to walk away. Sometimes I still hear your voice floating through the dark, but every lesson left behind still echoes in my heart. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some flames fade out with the seasons. I could call your name tonight, but peace of mind is worth more than the feeling. Some roads don't lead where they started, some hearts heal when they're broken. I still miss where we used to be, but I won't lose myself reopening. Some doors stay closed for a reason, the city looks different when you're no longer chasing ghosts. Funny how success feels quieter when you're sitting here alone. Everybody wants the lifestyle, nobody wants the pressure. Nobody sees the lonely nights behind every level. You were comfort, you were familiar, you were a place I used to run. But comfort isn't always healing, sometimes growth requires the sun. So I let go, even when it hurt, even when I wanted one more chance. Chose peace over repeating the same old dance. I still think about forever sometimes, and I remember why forever didn't survive. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some flames fade out with the seasons. I could call your name tonight, but peace of mind is worth more than the feeling. Some roads don't lead what they started, some hearts heal when they're broken. I still miss what we used to be, but I won't lose myself reopening. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some doors stay closed for a reason. Maybe we met to teach each other lessons. Maybe we love to learn how to let go. Maybe forever wasn't promised, maybe growth was. Maybe the strongest thing I've done was choosing myself when I still wanted us. used to watch me lose, never saw me win. It's the irony of timing. Ooh, she lost me close. She watched me lose, never saw me win. It's the irony of timing. Back when every plan felt fragile, back when every dollar mattered, back when confidence was something I had to rebuild after it shattered. No, you saw the pressure, you saw the setbacks, you saw the nights I couldn't sleep, but you never saw the moment everything finally clicked for me. Now the skyline glows beneath me like a dream that refused to die, and every scar I carry feels like proof I survived. Some people know your struggle, some people know your success, very few know both. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw me win. Funny how life works, funny how stories change, funny how the people who leave never see who you became. I don't hold it against you, maybe it wasn't your role, maybe some people leave so you can finally grow. The money came later, the peace came first, the success felt smaller than discovering my worth. That's the part nobody talks about, that's the hidden reward, learning to love yourself without needing applause. I stopped chasing validation, and everything changed. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win. Maybe some victories I'm meant to be proud of, maybe some growth happens in silence. Maybe the people who doubted were never supposed to witness the transformation. No anger, no need to be seen, no need to explain. The results already speak. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win. No, no, never saw me win. She watched me lose, never saw me win. Never saw me win. Yeah. Fade away, fade away. Fade away. I became everything they said I wouldn't. Now the city knows my name. I became everything they said I wouldn't. And now the city knows my name. Back when that was louder than every dream I had. Back when people laughed politely at the plans inside my head. They said, be realistic. They said, lower your expectations. They never understood the power of dedication. I spent nights alone, building something nobody could see, while everybody else was sleeping. I was becoming me. Now the skyline glows beneath me, like proof that patience pays. And every closed door in my past quietly helped create this place. The funny thing about belief is nobody notices until it works. I became everything they said I wouldn't. Turned every doubt into momentum. I became everything they said I couldn't. Now my peace is expensive, and my focus is priceless. I became everything they never saw coming. Never saw coming. Never saw coming. Funny how success changes conversations. Funny how silence becomes respect. Funny how people start believing after you've already placed the bet. I don't hold grudges, I don't keep score. The only thing I compete with is who I was before. The watch is nicer, the view is higher, but that's not why I'm proud. The real victory happened the day I stopped needing the crowd. The strongest validation comes from keeping promises to yourself. I became everything they said I wouldn't. Turned every doubt into momentum. I became everything they said I couldn't. Now my peace is expensive, and my focus is priceless. I became everything I never saw coming. Maybe the reason they doubted was because they couldn't see it. Maybe the reason I succeeded was because I believed it when nobody else did. No proving people wrong, just proving myself right. One day at a time. I became everything they said I wouldn't. Turned every doubt into momentum. I became everything they said I couldn't. Now my peace is expensive, and my focus is priceless. I became everything they never saw coming. No, they never saw coming. I became everything they said I wouldn't. Oh, never saw coming. Never saw coming.